I would like to welcome this evening the Vice Mayor of Margate, Mr. Anthony Cangiano, Vice Mayor. So, Vice Mayor has been a resident since 2003 and has served on the board of the city's Planning and Zoning Board since 2013. He was an elected vice chair in 2015. He was a dedicated member of the Margate Board of Commerce from 2009 to 2014, and he has served on the 2013 Executive Secretary, as well as Treasurer for 2014. In June of 2012, he was recognized as Chamber Ambassador of the Month, and then in 2013, he was voted Small Business Leader of the Year. He was then elected to office in November of 2016 as Vice Mayor and re-elected in November of 2020 to serve another 4-year term. It is my pleasure to introduce the Vice Mayor of Margate, Mr. Anthony Cangiano. Before we start, I have these two beautiful girls who would like to offer a garland to you.
Thank you. First off, I want to apologize to this gentleman if I've given him any bruises because I've been bopping to the music, because you guys at the Curtain Group are amazing. Listen, I don't know the words, but I know the feeling, and the feeling is one of absolute joy. And I've been joyfully listening to your music for 2 hours. I've been asked, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm still here. I'm loving every minute of it." And what I'm loving is the fact that I was given an opportunity to be here tonight, and I did a little bit of homework because I didn't know who Hanuman was. I didn't know. But now I have a rough idea. And what I do know is that he's, I'm going to say avatars. I want to make sure I use the right word. But he seems to me to be an avatar of love and devotion. I mean, we're talking about a person who was born from a person who prayed devotedly for what, 12 years? 12 years of prayer, and finally being blessed. And I love the pudding. I love pudding. And
the parsat.
I love it. And to have literally a gift from the wind god fall to the ground and to bring to life this group we have here today. I mean, we're all here today because of this. And that's just amazing. A room of joy, a room of love, a room of music. Young, old, really young. The future. And all of us here who are older, who are teaching them a better way. So thank you for being here. In Margate, our motto is together we make it great. And that means each and every one of us. Together, all of us. Because we're all in this together. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. I'm sitting in a full room of people with joy. Yes, you guys all deserve the applause because you're here. You care. You care about now, you care about the future, and you care about your history. And that is what we all want. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you. If I bruised you, I apologize. But I love being here. And thank you so much for thinking of us. And as importantly, we're talking about helping people. You're talking about helping seniors. My mom is 92, and I help her a lot because she is forgetting things. But helping the young ones who are now homeless because their parents can't afford an apartment anymore, or they can't afford whatever they need, their house because they can't pay the mortgage anymore. Being able to help people, that's what it's all about. I mean, Hanuman is about service, about devotion. That's about us. That's what we're here for, service and devotion. And anything that you can do to help carry the freight so that you can bring comfort and moments of joy to people who need it, please do that. because some of us who don't know how, some of us don't realize that we're only one accident, one illness, one anything away from being in trouble. So please, if you can, help, because that's what it's all about. That's what we're teaching our kids. I mean, we go around and we talk about how people are just so rude. By doing this, by doing what you're doing, you're teaching the next generation what it means to give and to not be rude. How important it is. Look, I couldn't have written this. I'm feeling this from all of you, from being in here, being in this room. And I thank you all for listening to me. I thank you all for being here and having that thought of devotion and service and love. So I'm done. Thank you. Thank you all.
So before I introduce the next Chalisa, I want to do a few announcements. On December 1st, that's a Thursday for service with Pandit Sarva. We would love to see you all. And on December 3rd, we're going to be joining the Devi Bhavan Mandir for the Ramayan Satsang. We'd love to see you all there also. And December 10th for a musical evening at the Lakshmi Mandir in Palm Beach. For more details, you can see myself or Pandit Sarva, Auntie Dolly, Uncle Chan. We will all provide you any additional information that you might need.
I have a physical flyer printed out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Can you share them? Yeah, I'll share them.
Okay, great. So we will always. Okay, and now we would have the last Chalisa before Pandit Sarva takes the floor. I would like to introduce the Saraswati Mandir to perform the next Chalisa.
Sing with him. Do you have a mic? You sing now with this part of the
Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nijamana Mukod Sura Hiranor Gvayar Vimekashu Chodayak Panacha Bodhi Metano Janike Sumero Paule Kumar Palabudhi Vidyadi Humani Hare Mukari Sabina Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Tej Pij Bin Kota Thank you. जय राम श्री राम राम रतन सीता सहे तिरे बसहु सुरभो सिया बजु रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Testing 1, 2, 3. Volume.
Namaste everyone, and Sitaram. Pandit Sarvadayal Basundayal, son of Pandit Shastri and Pulmat Basundayal, was born in Annandale, East Coast, Demerara, Guyana. Being a fourth generation Pandit, his Nana Sadhu Narayan and great Nana Pandit Bechu Sukul Maharaj, he comes from a highly respected and honored family. Pandit Sarvadayal is involved in Hinduism widely as he has performed several religious and musical engagements across the Caribbean, Canada, and the United States. Trained under the guidance of his father, late Pandit Shastri Basundayal, Pandit Sama Prasad, Professor H.S. Adesh, and Swami Ramcharan, and who has accompanied the likes of Sri Hariom Charan, Pandit Chunilal, and Pandit Munilal, he brings great experience in both the spiritual and musical world. A humble devotee indeed, he is currently studying the Ramcharitmanas with a view of sharing the message of Lord Shiva in every way possible. He brings bliss to everyone who hears his melodious voice and devotion. Om Namah Shivaya.
प्रेम से और महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से और महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से और महावीर स्वामी की, हर हर महादेव। माता और पिता, भाई और बहनों, विप्र मंडली, a शुभ namaste to each and every one of you. A hearty welcome from near and far. A hearty welcome to all the communities in the small dissections that have assembled in an offering of love to that divine entity of Mahavir Swami. The time has come to explain a little bit of what we have done in the last 2 hours. The time has come for us to read between the lines, above the line, under the line, and in the line, how it relates to this individual, which is you. How transformation in this process and this journey of love, this journey of life, this journey of offering is very pivotal to you in this journey of emancipation. Shall we all clasp our hands as we do prayers to begin? Oh सानी धा पा धा पा गा पा धा नी सानी धा पा गा पा मा। ओम सरस्वती नमस्तोभ्यं वरदे कामिनरूपणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ओम वीणाधरे विपुलमङ्गलधानशीले भक्तार्ते नाशिनी विरञ्चि हरीश वन्दे। अखिल मनोरथ दे महाहे विद्या प्रदायिनी सरस्वती नो नित्यम्। अखिल मनोरथ दे महाहे विद्या प्रदायिनी सरस्वती नो नित्यम्। हे मनवारे हे मनवा जीवन है। गौतम you have a mic? Manuare, this beautiful song I know almost every single one of you, and by the time we leave, the mayor of Margate will know it tonight. And I have a dear friend who is close to my heart in this journey on the recent passing of his dad. My brother Mike, for bringing your family. I know you will learn it tonight. Chanting the name of the Lord is the energy and the journey of salvation. This journey of confession, this journey of offering. He manavare, he manavare, जीवन है। हे मनवारे मनवा जीवन है। हे मनवारे मनवा जीवन है। हे मनवारे मनवा जीवन है। मनवारे मनवा जीवन है। मनवारे मनवा जीवन है। लोक यही पर लोक यही है, यही धरा स्वर्ग यही धरा स्वर्ग। ये लोक यही पर लोक यही है, यही धरा स्वर्ग यही धरा स्वर्ग। यही पूरी तन नारायण है, यही सनातन हो, यही सनातन हो। इससे बड़ा नहीं कोई काम, इससे बड़ा नहीं कोई काम। बसे राम राम राम, बसे राम राम, हे बसे राम राम राम, बसे राम राम राम। मनवारे Brothers and sisters, like I said, we gather here tonight to enter voluntarily into a pilgrimage of the teachings of the Ramcharitmanas. This lake that contains the glories of Sri Ram. In this session, a very short session indeed, we will look at a message of Hanumanji inculcating a behavior of submission to the divinity to complete each other in this form rather than to compete against each other. Hanumanji's example to us is a lesson of life, a lesson of submission, a lesson of discipline, a lesson of love, a lesson of strength, and many more descriptive adjectives that are numerous. But Hanumanji, in this text that I have, the Ramcharitmanas, reminds us every day how the very elements of the cosmic can be used every time to change every challenge that each and every one of us go through. The 5 elements, that is Prithvi, which is earth, Akash, which is sky or space, Vayu, which is wind, Agni, which is fire, and Jal, which is water. This is beautifully done by Shambhudev in the form of the 11th Rudra avatar, where he manipulates, yes, where you also can do it, manipulates the 5 elements to your advantage. Thus, Hanumanji, the son of Vayu, which is wind, leaps across Jal, which is water, through Akash, which is the space, goes to Lanka, rescues the daughter of Prithvi, which is earth, and then uses Agni to burn the city down. How does this relate to you individually? It's a mental process. Before I start Ramayana, at least I have to do 2 lines of Ramayana Sumila. As we pay respects to Ganpati. Gananayak karivada bhadana, karivada bhadana. We pay homage out of humility. The message tonight, as you read, this is about love. The color may be red. Red is about fire. Fire of love. Red is for Hanumanji. an offering of submission of love to your devoted divine. Tonight we assemble here. Let's find out what has happened to Hanuman. Did he recognize his Lord in front of him? Message for you. You're here for a purpose. We are here for a purpose. Is that an opportunity for you to understand? Will you be able to recognize the Lord when He comes in front of you? First Doha, Aranyakan, leads me straight into Kiskindaka. It says people who sing and hear this beautiful sanctifying praises of Sri Ram shall be rewarded with steadfast devotion to Sri Ram, even without dispassion or even without a prayer. Beautiful. Doha in Aranyakan, people who assemble like this, who sing the praises without any chip on the shoulder, without any ego, with any of the 10 negative vices of Lord Krishna speaks to us about. It's called Malvikshe Pavram. The key word is submission. If you speak, if you pray in submission, then you become in control. Then you become in control. Kiskindakan, a summary of a story. Two brothers, Bali and Sugriv, get into a fight for a kingdom. And this kingdom, after Sugriv lost the battle to his brother, went into a mountainside to hide with a couple of his commissioners, with a couple of his counselors. And as they're talking, and as they're congregating, they are sitting there by the mountainside, which is called Vishaimo, out of fear. Tonight, we have no fear when you have the love of humanity. Let's listen. Goswami Tulsidas writes this beautiful line at the instruction of Bhagwan Shiva. What happens? What's Sugriv did?
सबिता कहा सुनो हनुमाना पुरुष जुगल बल रूप निधान.
In these lines, the underlining word is called, his name is Sabit. Sabit means one who is engulfed in fear. And here, the appearance of two brothers, Sri Ram and Lakshman, they have entered near this mountainside of which we have all assembled here tonight. And Hanumanji, Sugriv, his king, saw these two persons coming. He became fearful and approached one of his ministers, that of Hanumanji, to disguise himself as a Brahman and find out who they are. And if they are our enemies, Sayana Bujai, give me a sign, give me a heads up so I can disappear and hide, so I cannot be caught. But why Hanumanji? He had several ministers there with him. Hanuman Chalisa speaks about the scientific facts that NASA is now sharing with the world. That has been documented thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Chalisa.
Ramaduta Atilita Baladhama Anjani Putra Pavanasudhama.
Ramadut Atulita Baladhama. He said, "Oh gracious Hanuman, you are the chosen ambassador of Sri Ram and the repository of immeasurable strength. You are the loving son of Mother Anjani. You are the son of Maruti. In your name, you are indeed powerful, you are immortal, and you are divine." If we are devotees of Hanuman, can we inculcate a part of that behavior into being powerful, being submissive, being loving children of the divine way? Next chapter. The underlining word here is Viprarup.
Viprarupa dhari kapitaharavu.
As if they have been sent by the brother Bali that won the battle between Sugriv and him. And I must, if you can give me a sign, I will leave at once. Hanumanji then took the form of a Brahmana and went to meet the brothers. As you would have seen, he bowed his head and asked the following questions. But what are these questions that he will ask? He's meeting two strangers. Listen if we want to learn how to speak a little bit. What is the greatness of Hanumanji? I know you know this song. Let's start. Let's sing. Bole bole Hanuman, bole bhakto siya Ram. Shri Ram ki chhatton mein bande bigade kaam. Bole bole Hanuman, bole bhakto siya Ram. Shri Ram ki chhatton mein bande bigade kaam. Bole bole Hanuman, bole bhakto siya Ram. Shri Ram ki chhatton mein bande bigade kaam. Bole bole Hanuman, bole bhakto siya Ram. It means sing the name Bole Bole Hanuman. Sing the name of Hanuman. Man means mind. Can it come from the mind? Can it come from inside? And if you can't see the mind, can it come from the heart? And when you sing with love from your heart, you can win the love of anyone and tear them apart. This is all in a message of love to Hanumanji. Coming closer to the end, I'm glad that Hanumanji can walk and display his ambitious skills, his energy, his strength. The questions that Hanumanji asked these two people, two strangers. Let me hear that one side. Jai Rama Siri. On that one side. Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama. Beautiful. Let's hear this outside competing with you. Jai Rama Siri Rama. Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama. Now hear everybody now. Jai Rama Sri Rama. Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama. Jai Jai Rama. Jai Rama Sri Rama. Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama. Jai Jai. One more time. Jai Rama Sri Rama. Jai Jai Rama. Sri Rama Jai Rama. Thank you.
that the Hanumanji do not disappear. Sri Ram and Lakshman Bhai do not disappear, make a reappearance back. And as they make another reappearance by Champa Chameri dance group, the questions that they ask, and hear what Hanuman asks: who are you, my heroes? These are strangers. Hear how he's addressing them. Who are you, my heroes? One of you is dark, one is fear. Are you guys Kshatris? Are you guys warriors? Walking in the forest with your soft feet. Why are you wandering, my masters? These are two complete strangers. And he's addressing them as heroes. He's addressing them as masters. Psychology, wisdom, intelligence, bliss. This is what Hanumanji possessed, as you will learn later on. Why did he use the word softly? When he went to bow, did he bow in submission to these two entities? Or he bow and he passed his hand on the feet to verify if it's hard or soft, to know if they're from the jungle or not? These are the possible questions that comes into my mind when I read these lines of Ramcharitmanas. In other words, size of the enemy. Treat them with love. As you find out, he's treating them with love as masters and heroes. Last chaupai before I bring this to a closure. Can we have the appearance back of the three energies? You both, Mridula Manohar, Sundar Gata, the underlying word here is Sundar. He said both of you, and visualize all of you. You both or all of you are so delicate with beautiful limbs. What brings you here to Shakti Mandir? What brings you to this forest of love? What brings you to this offering of submission? Are both of you gods? Nar or Narayan? Nar Narayan ki tum hai dono. When we speak about the energies of God, what comes to your mind? The name, the song, the prayer, the energy, the submission.
the power of love, the power of strength, the power of equality, the power of serving, the servant leader in our communities. A beautiful song, just the chorus, comes to my mind. This song, everybody almost know, except the May again, and he will get it out, but I know he's dancing to the tune. And some of you also know it from the pyramid. We have people from every walk and every country as we associate in this beautiful city of Margate to share this love. May Ramta Jogi. Are you Ramta Jogi? Ramta means you are Jogi. I'm a Jogi of Ram. I'm a devotee of Ram. I'm a devotee of the Lord. I look for Him not only in Margate, in every city that I go. St. Lucie, Palm Bay, West Palm Beach, Miami, Devi Bhavan Mandir, Saraswati Mandir. And I find Him everywhere I go because I have love in my heart. I follow the teachings of Mother Son. Let's go with this beautiful song. Mera mata jogira, mera mata jogira, mera mata jogira, mera mata jogira, mera mata jogira. I look at every city, every village, and every one of you, and I'm looking to see if you have the love for Lord in you, without not judging you. I look into your eyes to see when I look at you, when I come to your village, when I come to your temple, if I see love without not judging you, this is what we look for. Hanumanji sharing this, Ramayana, Tulsidas narrating is Bhagwan Shiva, the supreme manifestation, instructing us how to be guided and follow accordingly. To bring this to a closure, everybody who came here, let's sing Hanuman Chalisa for the last time, and then we'll do vote of thanks and art.
Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukhoda Sudha वरनो रघुवर विमल जसु जो दायक फल जाए। ऐसे हमें महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी वचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुल छेद बोलो ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। विद्यावान पुनीत ताको नाम कार्य करने को आकर प्रभु चरित्र सुनने को रचना राम लखन सीता ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। शिष्य रूप धरि सिय दिखावे विगत रूप धरि लंक राम भीम रूप धरि अंतकारे राम कृष्ण के काट सजीवन लखन जियावे सीवन में हरेश्वर लाए रघुपति की बहुत बधाई प्रिया भगत बोलो ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। सहज वदन तुम्हारो जस गावे ऐसे बन कर लगा संतादि ब्रह्माद मुनि नारद नारद सहित जब कुबेर दिगपाल कहाते कहो में जय सके कहाते लोकार सुप्रीम हीना राम मिलाय राजपद लीला बोलो भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जान शुभ सहस्र योजन कर मांगो ले जो साहि मधुर परिणाम प्रभु मुद्रिका में कमाली जग राम में अचरज राही दुर्गा माता जगत के देवे सुगम ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। राम तुम्हारे तुम रखवारे होत ना क्या बिन पैसा सब सुखले तुम्हारे सरना तुम राखता हो पूरन आप तेज समारो आप करो आपके काम वो सब साथ निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुना बोलो ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे भक्त हितकारी। ना भैरो बहरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत कबीर संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन जान जो लाभ सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके जात सकल तुम राजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है परिस्थिति जगत उजियार साधु संत के तुम रखवारे अद्भुत निरंजन राम द्वार अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे
तने संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो अस्या भज रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु। प्रेम से बोलो महादेव की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की, प्रेम से बोलो महावीर स्वामी की।
Brothers and sisters, I just have a short oath for us to, if we can at least recite with me. Can you? This passion, this energy, this love. I love Sri Ram. I love Sri Ram. I love my dharma. I'm a Hindu today. I'm a Hindu tomorrow. I'm a Hindu of my last breath. Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram. Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, I want to thank everybody who participate near and far to bring this to success in both organizations, the Shiv Shakti Hanuman Mandir, the Hindu, the Hanuman Kirtan Mandali, and every musician, no names, no warrant, for being here. Special thanks to our mayor for taking the time off of his busy schedule to be here and spend a couple hours in the city of Margate for us. Thank you to my dear wife and family for being there foot to foot behind me, to making sure all my logistics are in place. We thank you, we thank you. I would like to hand the program over back now to the chairpersons of this pursuit. To all my godchildren and all my chilas who have come here tonight, thank you for being here. As you know, in the meantime, while they're getting up, I want to let you know, December 1st, which is a Thursday evening, from 6 to 9, we will have congregational service in this beautiful mandir, and yours truly will be here to serve you. December 3rd, we will also have a similar energy like this in the Devi Bhavan Mandir right off in Miami, Marlin Road. The address I'll share with you. What's the address? We have flyers, we pass them on. December 3rd, yours truly also in association with the Hanuman Kirtan Mandali will also be there to support that temple also. December 10th, many of us also will be supporting the Lakshmi Mandir out in West Palm Beach. They're building a beautiful temple. We have some little bit of hiccups, and that's okay, we'll get by. We'll thank Randy and the President, Brother Imtiaz, for joining us here tonight and coming all this way south. Thank you guys for coming. I think there's, although you got a couple more people from Palm Beach here too. I don't know your names. Thank you. No name, no warrant. But the President is very key to instrument of having this. Thanks all the organizations for being here.
Thank you very much, Pandit. At this time, I would like to ask Uncle Chan and Auntie Raji to say a few words as the hosts of tonight's event.